Turning now to your community focus, from schools to police recruitment and even movie sets, there's a lot happening in Providence. Joining me now to discuss all of that and more, Providence Mayor Brett Smiley. Thanks for being here.
Happy to be here.
So to start, there's this ongoing legal battle over a pretty controversial tax deal that was agreed to by the Alorza administration for downtown developer Buff Chase. My colleague Alexandra Leslie will have much more on this coming up tonight at 6. But one thing that stood out to us in this ongoing back and forth that we've been reporting on: the attorney for the city council accused the Providence city solicitor of collusion and corruption. Does that alarm you?
It would alarm me if it's true, but it's not. The Providence city solicitor, by the way, the Providence city solicitor works for both the council and the mayor.
Sure.
It's the city's attorney, and worked within the regulations, authority, confines of his office. He's a holdover from the last administration, but does a very good job. And the tax agreement that was struck with this developer is legal. It was overseen by a court and approved by a court. The current council seems to not like the deal. By the way, I'm not wild about the deal either, and so I sought to renegotiate the deal with the developer, and we brought forward a proposal to do that better, to make it more fair to the taxpayers. City council rejected that option. They've chosen to go to court, and now it's going to play out through the legal system. All
right, and as I mentioned, Alexandra Leslie will have that report coming up tonight at 6. So I understand, talking about the state takeover of the Providence schools, there's going to be a public comment period coming up starting this month, I believe, and by next summer we should know whether the state is going to hand sort of the keys back to the city for the school department. Do you hope you get those keys back next year?
I absolutely hope I get the keys back. Exactly when, I think, is something worth discussing.
Okay.
There's no magic to a certain date on a calendar. When I take the schools back, I want to do so because I believe that the schools are on a better path to actually improve outcomes for our students and supports for our families. And so there are a variety of metrics in what's called the turnaround plan, and I think we should be focused on those. I think the exit from the takeover should be based upon outcomes and performance, not based upon what date someone picks, because there's no magic to that. But I do want our schools back. I think they belong in local control. The takeover should come to a conclusion. Exactly when is still to be determined.
So if not next year, maybe the year after? Would you be
Perhaps.
open to?
This is not 10 years.
Okay.
And it's not next year, probably. It's somewhere in between those 2 points.
Fair enough. Let's talk about public safety. The city just had a pretty devastating double homicide over the weekend, bringing the total number of homicides for 2023 to 13, more than the city saw last year, still far below what you saw in 2021. Are you concerned about what you're seeing right now?
Of course. I'm concerned of every instance of violence, and particularly violent crime and homicides in our city. And this weekend's tragedy is equally concerning. I take some comfort in the fact that overwhelming majority of those homicides this year have been solved, or at least we've brought forward a suspect that's now in the hands of the Attorney General, and I continue to applaud the hard work of the Providence Police Department to keep our city safe, to try to take illegal guns off of our streets, and to try to keep violent crime low. But any instance of violent crime is too much, and so it's upsetting every time I read that news. I work closely with the police department to make sure that we're following every lead, and confident that we will make progress on holding people accountable in this crime as well.
And speaking of police, the deadline to apply for the next police academy was yesterday. How were the numbers? How many people have signed up? Do you know?
I don't know the final number, but last number I had seen was just over 400 applicants. As I've said before, we're struggling to recruit just like every other police department in the state, and I think in the country.
Yeah.
We have funding for a class of 40. We're not going to lower our standards. If it turns out that we can't fill the full class, we'll fill what we can and then come back for another round. It's important that we continue to try to continue to diversify our police academy, particularly need more women in our police department, and multilingual speakers. But there's a rigorous process, psychological, physical exams to get through, and we're not going to lower our standards to make sure that those people that we entrust to protect our community are of the highest caliber.
Let's switch gears. The Cranston Street Armory is now likely going to be a movie set if things go according to plan. We have that report on WPRI.com. But where do things stand in terms of the city getting the keys to the Cranston Street Armory from the state?
Yeah, so I think this is a great sort of short-term solution. this will keep the building occupied and productive. I think the lease with the state is through the end of June, and that gives us some space. As we've talked about before, we're in negotiations with the governor. None of those plans were ready, kind of shovel ready tomorrow.
Yeah.
So this gives us a little bit of breathing room to conclude those negotiations while the building is being used for hopefully an exciting new film. My hope it features Providence a little bit,
yeah.
and not just inside the building but also outside the building. And then it gives us a little bit of flexibility on our timeline now.
And just quickly, less than 30 seconds before we let you go, I didn't realize, but Providence has 39 parks, and you're going to be making a pretty significant investment, $13 million, to get them spruced up by next spring.
Yes.
What should people expect to see?
So many of our parks already have been spruced up, so they can see what the remaining parks will look
Sure.
like. Really exciting play structures, excellent conditions, including things like artificial turf and splash parks, things that will make them kind of 3 seasons, if not quite 4 seasons. And Providence, it was one of the first cities in the country, and we are particularly proud. Every resident in Providence lives within a 10-minute walk of a park. Which is incredible,
yeah.
and most cities can't say that. And so for such a dense city, and for many of our neighborhoods where people live in homes without backyards, our parks are their backyards, and they deserve to have a beautiful backyard. And so we will, by next year, have renovated every one of our public neighborhood parks over the last several years.
Fantastic. All right, Providence Mayor Brett Smiley, thanks so much for being here at 4.
Thank you.